Well. How you doing, haters? My favorite Nomadic Fanatic put his young ass in here. That's I saw a couple hater channels were pretty funny. Both doing one puppet, one's doing that AI. Pretty good. Little rock star. 100 miles today in the truck. I learned to read my emails. I wouldn't have half the problems today, but we got lucky. We weren't ready for them. So tomorrow it's Hutch, and it's going to be a long day in the rain tomorrow. Because guess what? Here in the great state of Minnesota, it's starting to rain right now. We got chores done. Anything else? Bells on, you betcha. It's your favorite audio version on the video platform, commercial, music-free, not begging, dry begging for a damn thing. You want to buy me a cup of coffee? You know what it is? Make a comment, like or dislike, and share it on social media. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that comes to the audio version and the adventure channel that I have, the Cowpote Adventures. Every day a video comes out. I do whatever, it's a daily facility, I'm not like the Daily Woo that says, a vlog and piss and moan and carpetbagger, give me money to keep the boat on the road and everything else on here. No one can just do content and say, hey, hope you enjoy it. That's when you're independently wealthy. It's great to make a little cash. Like I said, I make about $100 here a month here on Spreaker. Been doing some of those AI music. I was doing another one, but for some, probably a lot of times, sometimes it won't work for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but I was going to do one for Blind Views. Ace Frehley. He is Ace Frehley. I swear to God. I don't think he's blind. I think he's just faking us all, and he knows it. I mean, he's a good shit. He's pretty fun to listen to. That's all he does. He's a commentator channel, which is easy to do. I do it on the fly here. I'm not going to be doing an animation. I get other people to do that behavior. So let's go over here to YouTube. Get some music for you. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's Monday. I can feel pain. I can see. I can hear. So my brother-in-law, who's blind since birth, playing his own drummer, and I see that Carolyn R.V.'s friendly reported Line Screw, who's a little obsessed with her, but got reported to the FBI. It's kind of sad. He does get a little overboard, but I wouldn't waste good suffering on that woman. She's just not worth it, but we appreciate the followers over here. I've had, I've had 42 in the last 28 days, so I thank everybody that comes over here. I've been putting up some music. I love the AI behaviors. It's a lot of fun. Let's go with mood. Let's just go with, let's go with sad. What the hell? Let's see if sad has to do with anything on here. That's sad? Really? That's sad. Really? I don't want that. Are you serious? That's sad? Duration? Dun, 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 dun. It's not sad. I'm sorry. That's not sad. I don't want that behavior. Dun, 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 dun. Spirit of Fire. Jesus, that's sad? Usually a sad is like, anyways. Welcome, the audio version of the video platform. Like I said, 18th day of November 2024. To all you people out there, happy holidays from Speculation Sports, Fear-Mongering Radio, Bitch Boy Radio, the NFL Podcast, and Speculation Sports. Be thankful what you have and what you don't have. Do me a favor. If you listen to this audio whenever, in the morning, the evening, in the night, do me a favor when Thanksgiving, whenever I celebrated with my brother the other day. I saw him out in Wisconsin. He was there for work, and he likes Denny's, so we had the Denny's out there and caught up on the family business and the foundation and everything else, the blind trust and everything else, and had a little Thanksgiving, and I put a little extra plate out. I put an extra plate out for the military and the armed forces and people that can't make the family out there who have passed on. Think of the people. Be thankful what you have, what you don't have. You have your health. You're wealthy. You're very wealthy. A lot of people have a lot of money and can't use it. They can't walk. I'm lucky. I do well. Live well. Don't run with people that are poor. Podcast. I could podcast every day. If I could, I would. I'd be the gangster. Beach Boy Radio, whatever. But it works 7 days a week because I like to. I don't want to. I enjoy money and I enjoy good things. But raining outside tomorrow. It's going to be hell on wheels. We have a little Thanksgiving potluck on the 24th. I'm bringing my world famous Swedish meatballs. They always are a crowd favorite. I always say when you're at a potluck and you don't know what the hell it is, if you have to ask what it is, you should be eating. Just like if you're out banging somebody and how old are you, then maybe you should be banging he or she. I've always said that. If you have to ask how old the person is, then maybe you should be doing it. That's the way I look at it. I mean, to me, it's 21 or older as far as I'm concerned. I mean, keep your kids on top of it, right? I mean, I guess not my jam. I've never had to tell somebody where I'm going to move to. I've never had to a probation officer. My probation officer is my wife. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's the way I look at it. I don't feel like people have to do that behavior. Public execution for pedophiles and murderers and rapists. You can do guillotine or you can separate garbage. I don't care. Public, we can do 50 gallows in 50 states. That's all we need, right? Public hangings every noon on NFL, whatever it may be. I'm sick and tired of this behavior out there, kids being molested and hurt, and then Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and the Baptists and the Catholic churches. No one gives two F's about kids until it's too late. You see something, say something, right? But remember, as we're in the holiday season, Christmas, it's the begging season here on YouTube. Tina D, people dry beg to the point of an embarrassment. Remember the people that bring us you to speak English of this fine country. People are dying. There was a couple of Indian families that died in the snowbank about 2 years ago. Their family trying to get to America from India. They died. The mom and dad and the two kids died in the snowbanks because they didn't get to them. People are dying in the snowbanks. They're dying at sea. And they're dying in the deserts for people for freedom. Be appreciative of your country. I am. I've never fought. I've never had to. I do have a Luger downstairs and a 1918 shotgun and 22 of my family. I do have a BB gun that's a scope on it that if I need to take something, I can. I take up the coyote that ate my kitty, Kobe the kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Took him out. This one's for Kobe. He's finally, that body's finally slowly decayed back there. But remember the military of the armed forces, balls the size of oak trees, men wearing blue. That serve us well, not a perfect domestic and abroad, wherever you're listening to my voice, I appreciate very, very much. There as follows: the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant National Coast Guard, in and on uniform, like a cop call a crackhead. They don't pull you over to have donuts. They pull you over because you're speeding. So we appreciate you storming those beaches, freeing the Jews, snapping us the crowds. Forgotten war, Vietnam, 58,000 plus collateral damage too as well. A lot of people died in that war for very little. Afghani, all the wars out there, Desert Storm. I appreciate your service and your sacrifice from the families as you think of these people on Thanksgiving. I drive by the white stakes at Fort Snelling off of 34th Avenue, and they're a beacon at night when I drive at Train House. I look over and they tell me who sacrificed for me. I've done some cemetery ones. I see who have served our country. It takes balls the size of bamboo trees to do that kind of behavior. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower Penn State? I would not shower in the shower Penn State. It was bun raped. A friend of mine got married in a church. I would not go to it because there was young men that were raped in that place. It's a crime scene. A lot of Baptist church should be burned to the ground. Burned to the ground. You wouldn't buy a house, crime scene. Why would you go to a church where they molested? Boy Scout leaders been doing it. Nothing about it. There was a really piece of nice land up north in New York, and the guy goes, I'd love to buy the land. It was beautiful, but he goes, who knows how many kids were raped here? I'm like, you're on the right track, man. I totally understand. He was right on it. Totally agree with the man. Totally agree. You see something, say something. That's all we're asking. In your community, go pick up garbage. We give you money to people on YouTube. Quit it. Just quit it. Just quit it. I give hats and shirts to people, yes, and some goodies once in a while. I sent some triple treat to Ted the Talking Head, who almost died and died twice on the highway, but is back in the saddle. NYPD retired. This is a condom. When you have sex, make sure it's safe and consensual, well over the age of 21. Put a condom on. Prevent AIDS or herpes or gonorrhea in the penis. Okay? want to be the father of a child, well, make sure when you bareback her, well, I get it. All water and no seeds. What's in the water? Herpes, AIDS, gonorrhea. All it takes is one drop, and you're the father of the child you'll never see, or you have the baby and he runs off. It's not my fault. But don't use abortion for birth control. There's adoption is the option. Thank you. Public service on myself. All board members. I was driving by the University of Minnesota. I see a lot of young ladies. She was all bundled up. It was funny as hell. But they're working hard, these young ladies. Probably late 20s, early 20s, their backpacks, going to work and going to school here in Minnesota. Beautiful young ladies. I feel sorry for them trying to educate themselves, trying to find a real man. Men work, boys play video games. That's why a majority of women become lesbians. They can't find a real man. Some women are a piece of work, I understand that, but at the end of the day, don't get that easy thing. And also, do me a favor during the holiday season. You may drink, but please don't drive. Pick up the phone. Can't go to Canada because you will be a convicted felon. You are your choices in life. Remember, life is about choices. Like I said this morning, I taught the lady in the text, and I said I made a poor choice. I didn't read the email. She said, that's no big deal. I said, well, I allocated to it. I thought I had 2. I had 3 runs, and I was chasing my shadow. So it was Minnetonka to St. Paul. Traffic wasn't too bad. But you are your choices. Make good choices in your life. And you can be in good places. I don't want to hear about life sucks because you made poor choices. Spending gambling right along and pissing and moaning. It's not my problem. Thank you. I love Rockstar. Anyways, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Live here on Spreaker. Beautiful day to be alive. Bringing the convertible back into storage this Saturday. Get out the 2002 CRV. It's got 130,000 miles on it. Still runs good. Put the fag car away. Let's go to drifting 432, shall we? So get that done all the way. Transfer everything over to it. I think was it okay this weekend we got the new place we're for, they have pretty new vehicles, okay, and then Saturday the vehicle, I've had the same vehicle pretty much the first day I started there, right? So it kind of felt, I knew it needed an oil change. They changed it. It's a nice vehicle. It's only 1 year old. So I'm driving up 35W to pick up a Pilot, backing up Delta, right? And all of a sudden the light comes on. So I'm like, okay. And then the oil light comes on. So I make the run. One more run to get back up there, get back to shop. I had an hour and a half break, so you check it out. You unsafe to drive. It goes to corporate office right away. Boom. It's unsafe. So the mother hen comes out and looks at it. So I get a call from corporate office to what happened. I'm like, okay, well, I really don't know. I'm not overly mechanic. I know I do understand, but I told her on the phone. We barely speak English, but I told mother hen here. I said it's probably the oil filter. Probably would have failed on it. I said they just changed the oil in the damn thing. If they wouldn't have tightened it, it was 3 weeks ago. But I said, because there was bone dry when I got back, it was spilling oil over the place. But I said, I think they're going to tow it to the shop, put a new thing on it. But I'm like, nice vehicle, beautiful vehicle, can seat like 15, so it's gorgeous. One of the better limos I've drove in a long, long time. So, but I explained to her. I said, I don't know. I mean, the light came on. I announced I got to go out of service for a little bit, and I said, if you're looking for me, I'm changing over. And don't like changing in the middle of shift, but I got lucky. That didn't freeze up on me, but that's the way she goes, man. When you have someone else do your stuff, you do your own stuff. You want to have your own mechanic. When you have someone else doing it, because I guess the guy that's the mechanic he used to work for the place, and he does their effing for him. So, but you get that. As soon as you mark a truck unsafe, boom, it goes right out to the home office, and then they quickly want to know why. Because their vehicles, they're only like 2-3 years old at a time, and they get rid of them. So, but I'm like, no, I didn't hit anything. You know, I didn't just the engine. Something happened. I don't think it's busted. It's just bone dry. But that's the way she goes. The quality time we did on Saturday with the leaves, the snapper mow down is on the Fritz battery, whatever else. So we can picked up. Get all this up before the snow flies. I'm looking forward to the snow here. I love it. I look forward to it. I could not live in the ghettos of Arizona. Couldn't do it. I do have my mother's place in Surprise after the chick never moved in, and I get it. My brother was down there for the NASCAR race, having a sausage party with his girlfriends. I'm happy for you. But anyways, yes, here we are. Oh, crash and burn, Toronto maple trees. Hockey. We're Twitter, Cowpote Radio. It's just a cesspool. People are leaving that because it's just an absolute cesspool of a place. New York Dan is on a cruise. I told him in the thing, if you're going to buy anything, New York Dan, buy it at the end of your cruise. He's on inside cabin by himself. I wouldn't do inside cabin. I'd kill myself before I did that. So he's out traveling. I hope he went to the gingerbread house. But I saw it. I listened a little bit. Why don't you make a comment below? But I've been on a few cruises before. They're fun. St. Mark's is my favorite. We're going there for our anniversary. And Stormy Daniels in prison jokes with himself still amazes me that the prison tweeting even though. Okay. Begging for Patreon. For pardon. Best blowjob. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, Trump. Name the band. They got all three presidents sitting here in a picture. Bill Clinton, man. Barack Hussein Obama. And Bush. So yes, the haters are hating, and the Nomadic Fanatic, right? Nomadic Fanatic. Only reason I think I heard Lions Crew talk about him, and I saw his video when he bought the bus, because my nephew has one that he bought for his cabin, and I want to do the same thing. I've been looking at a bird. I've seen a few around. I've not really want to do it, but if I'm going to do it, it's going to be a place to live to sleep more people. Go place 10 more probably. Be right next to the cabin. I have a place right next to the garage. Be a perfect place for you have whatever place you get it from. To say you take the engine and transmission, all the seats out, and leave the rear tires in there for now. Tow it in there, drop it down, get the tire, whatever. But there's a couple channels out there I do follow on this channel on YouTube. I've been listening to one there. The one that's the favorite fan is pretty funny. They're pretty hilarious, and because she does puppets, it's just the screaming's a little loud and they're yelling. That's a little much. But good old Eric, I guess he's a convicted felon. I don't know what he did. That he's 5'4", but he actually says he's 5'6". And it's just kind of hilarious that in Blind Views, Ace Frehley about whine about buying out there at BML, right, and BLM, right, bitching about that. It's like I guess it's kind of funny. The Tater fans like to defend this guy, and I guess he got something repoed, which I've never had. And he goes, I didn't repo it. You surrendered it. It's still the same thing. And I guess when they came and got it, it was missing stuff. So, but I guess he bought something. He likes to ask for money. Okay, that's because people will do that. Send me money. That's what they do. The Huss did that when she had her little get-together out in the desert. People waited for a long time, and she said very generous. I mean, I guarantee she generated $2,000 to $3,000. Because people are going to give her money. Give her a gift, I get it, but I'm not giving that woman money. For one time during my show one day, I screwed around, and I gave her a $5 for gas one time. She promptly said thank you, but I'm not. Steel-toed Tard Show is always asking for money, always and forever. He's always asking for gur. I mean, he'd write out beg. Same with what was his name? Camo Dave would just openly beg, and he would bitch about people too as well. He was a commentary channel who just did 4 to 5 videos a day, bitched about Carpetbagger, bitched about Sarasota Tim, Nomadic Fanatic, and I guess that so many people have picked up in his honor. I get that. I'm commenting right now on the haters. The hate watching that they do. The grifter guy said he was gonna boycott. Well, boycotting was like a friend of mine. I'm a spoke to her. She's boycotted Walmart and Best Buy. I think to this day, probably still, right? And I guess right now it's a big thing about money because he might be going west, I guess. And the truck that he bought is a big thing with Sarasota Tim. It's a big thing that people just. I don't need to listen to his young ass. There's no reason to listen to Sarasota Tim. Waste good suffering. Listen to Babylon and Crushing for Christ. I love pimping and prostituting his name in the thing. And the Nomadic Fanatic first one. I've just listened to some of the hater channels, and you can just listen to some of the haters and get updated on the guy. And one of his songs popped up. The one he's singing by the river, and I had it on for about a minute, and she goes, "What the hell is that?" She goes, "Your AI stuff is better than that." It was funny. He's playing his guitar, the Lion River. I'm like, oh my god, oh my word, it was hilarious. He was singing some song. I guess trying to sing. It was pretty funny, but I was like, oh my god. That was like a cat scratching, because I guess he's got 5 cats, which dogs can travel. Cats are not made to travel. Maybe one. Dogs like to travel. Cats are mainly a stationary person. I have always had a kitty. We had Snuggles. Snuggles was our first kitty we had. He lived in all 3 of our places. He died. He's buried in the backyard. Kobe the kitty got eaten by a coyote. And then I'd be a Bosco the Costco kitty. I found it behind in Costco in a box. Okay? And cats are not made to live in a cooped up area. They're not. That's not what they're made for. It's unless you're going to go. I don't know if you're going from point A to point B for a long time. Let's say 6 months at a time. I get it, but they got to be something substantial. I could not imagine living in the same little box and having the cat piss into a thing while you're there. It would smell. I couldn't do that. But but Sarasota Tim, I guess, is going to head west, and his buy me a cup of coffee is kind of dried up. I don't know if he's got a P.O. box or not, so he probably does, and people will send him money. People it blows me away that this cup of coffee behavior. I guess I could send him one of the ladies who gave me a card. It was the coffee place. What the hell is that place called again? I don't know how much was on there, but I guess I could send it to him in the mail. I don't know where it was his P.O. box. I don't give a rip, but I just these haters, man. Ziggy and I and New York damn Blind Views, and also his fiance Miss Vicky. I mean, my God, it's nonstop skullduggery. It's unbelievable, man. But for some reason they can never get enough. Let me see something. I'm gonna go over to the AI maker and see if I can make a Blind Views AI. Just for some reason, once in a while it wants to work, and then it will work. Let me see here. But they just can never get enough of this guy. All right, country. views. Blind views. Hang on a second. Country. Hang on a minute. Country. What the hell? Blind views. Hate watching. I can't even. Hate watching. Watching Sarasota. I gotta get my glasses, Sarah. Soda. There you go. Tim on YouTube. Never leaves the house. Living with his fake wife. Smoking weed and drinking beer. They live in his head. Rent. I don't have my glasses on, that's my apologies. Rent free. And drinking beer. What the hell? Can't even spell. Drinking, you dummy. Drinking beer. They live in his head. Rent. I believe I have to rent free. Always stealing. Hang on. Stealing other people, other stuff. Always stealing content. Shame. So let's see if it goes. If not, I'm wasting my time. Blind views hate watching Sarasota Tim on YouTube. Never leaves. Over there. The S over there. Leaves the house living with his fake wife, smoking weed, drinking beer. They live in his head rent free. We go, let's see it. Did before, we'll see what happens. If we'll do it. For some reason, it wasn't working. If it doesn't, oh well. Disappointing. I wanted to do one. And play it for you. Oh well. Thought for sure it would work. Oh well. Depends, I think, how busy the website gets. No. Internal error. Try again later. Okay. But anyways, just they hate watching is funny as hell. I just think it's funny. The two people that are out there that, I know that, what's his name? Lions Crew 1 is obsessed with Carolyn RV, which if I was him, I wouldn't waste my time with that woman. she's just, again, if I'm a nomad, I think people want to see nomads. They want to see the life on the road. They want to see things that you don't go to. I get his bus build, but what about those buses? And my sister, I never spoke to her after my dad died, but she lived out in Sidney, Nebraska, and and I've told a couple of friends of mine wanted to be, this is years ago, wanted to drive truck, and I said, well, go be a bus driver. They pay for your Class B. You have to work at the place for 6 months, and then you can keep your B. If you quit early, you lose your license. And my brother Bitch, who drives truck, went down to Sydney to help her with her Class B, and she got her Class B bus. And I think for 10 years, she was an assistant teacher in Sydney. She died 888. She would pick up the people that I think she had a big or short bus. She'd always pick up the kindergartners, and then she'd take them for the morning kindergarten, drop them off and help teach them, bring them back and pick up other kids and bring them to school. But she had paid for health insurance for the family, and she really enjoyed it because she was doing something in her community. So I know she really liked what she did. I mean, her daughter, I paid for her education when my mom died, because she was already gone, and I paid for her education and her son through her foundation, right? So when she would, she did that bus thing, and I get it, driving a bus. You just don't jump in a semi and start driving around because, whatever. But driving those big buses around, you gotta be careful. It takes just because you think it's cool, and I think like Brian, you said, I was talking to someone the other day. We're just talking about buses, and he's in an RV. What do you think about people driving buses? He goes, those are the worst things out there. He goes, I get, Cowboy, if you're going from point A to point B, if that bus is you have a place you're going to camp at for a whole, like let's say in Arizona somewhere, and you drive it. But he goes, like you say, you drive your car, you pull your house. There's just too many nice RV. You get too many of the Airstreams out there. A bus to me would be a cabin on a more living space up on the area up there, right next to the garage. It'd be a great place for one. And you can get buses for nothing. Sometimes they they have blown engines. Fine, you keep the engine, transmission, the seats, take the gas tank out, and anything else, whatever else. But I know that I made a comment down below, and also someone did before. So I think Blind View talked about that. If he's going to do this behavior with the pipe behind the wall, he's going to regret that. He is going to regret that. I don't think he has any idea what he's doing. I mean, it's easy to run a grinder, but you dream it, you can achieve it. I do a lot of. I got a headache right now. I mean, think a lot of fabricating with my uncle, and when you look at, I don't read blueprints and how to make something happen. I get doing the bus thing. I think it's cool. The short buses are better. I see a lot of the short buses people use for to go to football games. Those are the best ones to have. Or even the shuttles you see at the airport. I saw one the other day. A guy was driving down the highway. He was pulling a little boat. Those are perfect ones. You get the bed in the back, and then you maybe have a few things in there. I saw people use those for food trucks. I saw one guy had one over at the Costco at Maplewood, and he had a tacos. It'd be perfect. You cut the door, you cut the thing out there, and you do it. But the small buses are the best, and a lot of people buy the small buses, and they take those like weekend getaways. They may pull their car behind it, but those are easier. And sometimes also, I think who was it? Was somebody, that one lady, some lady I listened to. It might, I don't know if it was Carol, it was somebody. They really are picky on how old you have something. If you have an older vehicle, they will. Somebody was an RVer that they'll check how old it is or something. If you brought that bus in there and it's real big, it takes up so much space. On older RVs, they're afraid they're going to start on fire. So they're real picky. Some just, hey, here's your spot, go ahead. But the small bus, they'll be fine on, as long as it's done correctly. And a lot of if you're gonna wire this truck, he better have strong wire, because a lot of these start on fire, the old Winnebagos, because they put too much power on there. What's the problem? That's why too much stuff on there. But a lot of them don't know that. They get 6 seats, 6. They don't get that. You have to have that. But I don't know, it works out for the guy, but I don't think he likes to take any kind of criticism at all. I think he thinks he knows better, and I get it. Like I said, I've cut cars in half. I come from a family of a lot of body men, and I understand that. When you dream it, you can achieve it. I think it's cool to buy a bus, but to me, I would use it for an area in my cabin where people can sit and enjoy themselves, and I can probably sleep like. I could probably on the back of it in the bathroom. I put the bathroom in the back door, and you walk out, and there'd be a bathroom, add on a bathroom. But because I've seen a few people over in Nashville, a lot of them will buy a bus and then rip the top off it, make it into a party bus. So they buy the bus, tear it off, and people party. When you go to Nashville, you'll see a lot of buses. A lot of public buses, and I said before, MTC was selling their old red buses a good 25 years ago for $1 a piece. When I sell my cars, either I give them to charity or I give them for $1. Here you go, here's a truck, it's you're on your own, there's a buck, whatever's wrong with it, it's yours. But like I said, I think it's great. He's buying a bus, he wants to do that behavior, but I guess he does these Patreon behaviors. I've never separated my stuff. Here on Spreaker, I can have members. Who's going to do it in their right mind is going to sign up for sign up for members only for either of my channels. Dave 25 was telling me, I guess Tina D and her son are going to be on Low-Cow, and I said, why would you even care about that place? Why in the God's name would you care about Low-Cow? These keep you on the camera, these people that are fake. I mean, I just don't get it, man. There's just too many good YouTubers out there that do their stuff. Okay? Now, hang on one second. I got a headache. I'll be right back and let this music go a little. Right back. I got a headache. The music's in my ear, which I like, but when you have a headache, nothing else matters, right, man? Very stressful day today. Trying to run around, get stuff done, take care of people. That pissed me off about the AI won't work right now, but it varies. Sometimes it will work real well. There we go. It all depends. Because I was making songs the other day. I made a bunch of them, like in about 15 minutes. I made Heart of Gold and Sarah the Wandering Gypsy, and I was making a bunch of them. So who knows? I'm still kind of trying, but I don't know what's going on. But anyways, oh well. Not working. To the hell with you. Oh well, I'll bet later on tonight or something tomorrow. Who knows? Anyways, we'll just close that up. Bastards. But we'll see what happens with this behavior. What should write about next? People on Twitter. Oh my goodness, it's become to be a total war zone on YouTube. And that stupid fight that was going on with Mike and whatever the hell his name was. Did you really think that was a real fight? Did you really think that was a real fight? I mean, come on now. Hi. I mean, anybody better than that thing is nuts. Jake Paul, I think his name is. They were trying to ask about that in K-Fan. I'm like, you just don't get it, do you? No one cares. But, yeah, the haters are going to hate. Especially Sarasota Tim. Miss Vicky, like I said, needs to marry his young ass. I think she's truly in love with him. And there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, she's a grown-ass woman. Grown. But, anonymous grifter, he's Uncle Burnsy, I call him. He's just like Uncle Burnsy. The head coach, former head coach of the Minnesota Mosquitoes, Minnesota Vikings. So it's just like Uncle Burnsy. They used to make fun of him on KQ. But it's just like, Jesus. They'll watch the videos. They hate watch it. Piss and moan. That's all I got to do is listen to them. Just read the titles. You listen to about a minute of it. Okay. Ziggy and I guess he's in Michigan somewhere, whatever he's doing, drinking beer, whatever going on. But it's just hilarious how people just get so upset and obsessed with, because the commentary channels, that's a pretty easy thing to do. You watch, you critique, you bitch. I do it on the fly. I get it. I get it. I do it on the fly. But after a while, it's like, Jesus, can't we just, leave the house and do something more substantial? I mean, good Lord. But no. Right now, G-Money and Pimp Comic, Monday Sports Report, yeah, G-Money, leading the Joshua generation. Willie Dog Show short version. I called into Pimp Daddy. I'm in my old blog talk days. Those were the days. Richard Miller's the best. I was calling to his show all the time and trolling. He's still around, kicking it old school. The Richard Miller report. He's good shit. It is what it is. It is what it will be. What's this with Melissa Etheridge? What is she doing now? Does she have an album out? I ain't broken live from the Topeka Correctional Office. Her old band, she had her old band, and just kind of ruined it. I lost it for her. I used to love her. Still like her. Her new stuff is not the same. Not even close. Not even close. Oh, but I don't know, you guys. Haters are gonna hate, right? They're gonna hate on. They're gonna piss and moan. They're gonna talk about them, and I don't know. They become to be obsessed with people on here. But Nomadic Fanatic, I don't know what felony offense he did, because someone said he wanted to get a weapon, and that's not good. And someone said because there was two ladies I'd listened to. They had well, let's go with Vital Whales. That I saw videos on as they were bitching about him, like they were torn lovers. They had met him, and they called the C word. I guess he melted down on people that didn't stand behind the guy. He's got you kind of want to nickname him Napoleon, because he has the 5'4" problem, and he's making money, and people will give this guy money, and goes to Disneyland and says he's broke, and using people. I guess he's some me only fan, but the guy's just a charade. But I just find it hilarious. Like I said, I'm happy for the guy. I love success. I mean, I got single tomorrow. I could be a nomad and drive around the country and go places and show you stuff, give you ideas. where to go. I love water parks and say, hey, I don't need to film the water park, but hey, I was at a really good water park last week. I do. I want to go to Sandusky one someday. There's one in Wisconsin someday. I doubt it, but mini putting. This is where I went, Cowpote approved, but I'd go see pretty cool places or something. I'd go to NASCAR. I'd go to like some college game, but I'd go see certain things. I'd go see Niagara Falls, whatever I would do. But you kind of say, hey, I was traveling about a really good restaurant I went to. Every week do a video where I was. Hey, I was at a really cool little family park. It was a really cool water park. Great if you want to go. I went to go to public golf courses where I went. Whatever. I'm not asking for a damn thing. Showing things I'm doing. Here's my rig, whatever else. I'm going to go over here today and over here tomorrow. Try to put a video every other day. Just make the editing simple and have people enjoy where I go. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's all about. Going to camping sites. Don't be about drama. Hey, I had a little breakdown the other day, but I had to get fixed. I'm not gonna have diesel, but yeah, I had to get my new tires on the other day. I stopped at this really good place on the outskirts of Las Vegas. It's the name of the place. They did a really good job. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys. And if I'm really making a lot of money, listen, we have a monthly let's get together. Let's give some money to charity. If you want to give money to a charity, it's my favorite charity of the month. Whatever. Give $5 if you want. If you want to give something, that's what you do. You do a monthly charity. Let's go in there and invade the charity. And whatever. Helping Paws is my favorite. This is here's my charities. Give to my charities. I don't need your money. I have a good pension come my way when I retire. I make good money here on YouTube every year and make it a fun channel. Hey, things go wrong, but I'm not going to, oh my God. Yeah, hey, I had some breakdown last week over in Ohio, but I got it fixed at a really good shop. But I went to, you went to certain places. You see some old houses along the way. You go through them or something, some old buildings. You see certain things like that. You stay at some RV park somewhere. And you go, like there's one over at Apple Valley, I thought right next to the zoo. That'd be a perfect place to stay at. You go to the biggest candy store in the world over in Minnesota, over there in Jordan. You show that thing. People can understand that. You go to a certain place. If you're in Vegas, you go to a certain place in Vegas. You go show whatever it may be. Whatever you're at, you have it a positive. Yeah, things go bad, but you don't worry about it. You're not asking for money. You want people to you want to give people the reason on the road. You don't want to fearmonger. Yeah, things do go wrong. Things go wrong in your house. I get it. Things go wrong on the road, but you don't want to just all about drama. I see some of these RVers I've watched, just like some couple. We spoke them when I was bankrupt. Every time I see them, if I had a thumbnail, it'd be a smile, like nothing like that. If I had any problems, yeah, guess what? Like I said, if my car broke down, whatever. I'm gonna get myself a new rig probably. I don't know. I'm looking at certain things, whatever it may be. And I like to fabricate. Maybe I've show whatever. I meet people along the way. I have fun. Maybe collaborate with a few YouTubers, but it's going to be a positive experience as an RVer instead of this asking for money and being a dink and drinking and whatever. I'm not a drinker in the first place, man. I'll have a beer once in a while. I like to stock fun. I stock Whoppers. I eat on camera on the Cowpote Adventure channel, and whatever I do, but. To me, YouTube has always been just a lot of fun for me, and I love podcasting. I do my NFL podcast every Sunday and Monday. I do my picks, which will be on tomorrow. I do my speculation sports. I put it up here. I'm not going to put it up on TikTok anymore. It's a waste of good suffering. I can walk through it. I get downloads on both channels. Not a big deal. I never ever went into podcasting to make money. I didn't buy into the one over on Blog Talk. I have it over here. I'm starting to make a little over 100 because I'm getting paid. Because let's go look at who's coming in over there on the podcast. Let's go look. The Fear Mongering Radio. Let's go look. It's been about 100 in the last 30 days. I used to do a lot. I don't do a bunch. But there's somebody over there in California, sources. But I do appreciate. If I do this, the hell is that one called? But they always pay me too as well. But I noticed Chrome has been very Mr. Popularity. But United States, Singapore has been very Mr. Popularity. So they've been Real good. Apple have been pretty good too as well. It's California, New Jersey, Minnesota, Rhode Island, Stalker, Michigan, Oregon, and North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. That one I can't pronounce. And Minnesota, Apple Valley, and somebody in Fremont has been 17 times in San Diego and Zafarel and San Pedro. Oregon, Albany, and Colorado Springs, and Denver. I love Colorado Springs. They have and then up in Michigan, Mosquito, whatever it may be. So, let me go here. But I always appreciate people who come. There's so much you can listen to. And like I said, it'd be great to be Turkey. Really? TRKIBE? Really? South Korea? I think it's hilarious when I see South Korea. I think it's absolutely... What the hell is this guy talking about? It's GJEOLIAB-duo. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think it's that tough to be an RVer. You just make sure you have the money and the GER to do it. That's all there is to it. Expecting to get paid. I guess he makes $90,000 a year on YouTube. I'm happy for the guy. He's just kind of like he's just kind of like Sarasota Tim, always asking for money, right? It never, as my mother-in-law always said, it never hurts to ask, right? It never hurts to ask. Never hurts to ask for money for GER. Never does. I wonder if Ted the Talking Head is in the building. Or let's call Sweet Melissa. Let's call Sweet Melissa. She's always good to talk about drama. Another one. Sarasota Tim needs you to fund his lifestyle. Right now, 39 minutes ago, Sarasota Tim needs a fund. That's Blind Views. Told you. Keeps him in the algorithms. Told you. It's non-stop skullduggery. Let's see. Sweet Melissa. Let's see if she's available to come on the show. Fear Mongering Radio. Let's see if she's going to call into the show. Will she call the show? Nope. No. Really? Sweet Melissa. Damn you, woman. Hang on a minute. There you go. Oh, let's see if Ted the Talking Head is in the building. I used to call these gay chat lines. You could get in the chat line. It was so hilarious. I'd call in there. And I'd get in the room and start talking to him. It was hilarious. Let's see if Ted the Talking Head is in the building.
What's happening?
Welcome to Fear Mongering Radio. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Not much. I'm on this AI website, and I've been right now. It kind of it varies, but you can write a song. You type in what you want to talk about, and it gives you two versions of it.
Really?
Oh yeah, in about 2 minutes. I wrote about 20 country music songs and blues. So I type in the title. You just type in what you want to talk about, and it gives you two songs back to back.
That's unbelievable. With music and everything?
Everything and singing.
How about that?
I did one for Sue Ellen, and I did one for a couple of YouTubers for fun. And right now it's like not. I think when it gets overwhelmed, it doesn't want to work. But it's pretty good when you on the weekend or something. But it's really cool. You type in, I could type in. I could do a song with the Mets. I could do about your Jets.
Wow.
The Jets are the New York Jets are a mess. I could write a whole paragraph on it. It would give me a country song on it, wherever I want.
That's amazing.
You want a blues? I did a couple. If you want to go listen to my Cowpote podcast, I put a couple of them up that I did. I talk about it, but you can go listen to my Cowpote podcast.
Oh, okay.
Go type it up and go look. You'll see them on there. You'll see a country. I talk about them. I play them back. There's a couple rap ones I did it myself, but it's just funny as you type it in, and I could type on Ted the Talking Head, Ted NYPD tired. I could give you a whole story about you, and like a story, and then it would give me a title and a song in country or blues.
Wow, you should do that for your show, for your opening.
I know I could. I mean, I did a couple of rap ones, and but it's cool as hell. You can. I paid it's free, but I paid a $9 1 month, do as many as I want. So
right.
But it's kind of cool. So I did one on Sue Ellen, and I said, she blue eyes. I said tall glass of water, and it gave me 2 whatever on her. So I gave it, things about whatever you type in. If you want to type about your wife, you type in, about what you think of her, and then it will give you the music. So you would type in. So I could type in, a country about the New York Jets are a mess, and put in Rodgers has been a waste of time. The owner needs to sell the team. We have no defense. The offense is disgusting. When can we catch a break in New Jersey? And then do the whole thing. And guess what? They would think it gives you 2 different versions of a country.
That's amazing.
And then I could put blues in. Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, your Mets. You could do one on. You could, if you wanted to really write a blues one. You could type whatever you want. I did one on Wonder Hussey for fun. I did one on another lady who I know who she is. I did reference to her, and I put it up, and she sent me an email. Thank you very much. I'm going to use it. It's not a problem. So
that's pretty cool.
Because I was listening to K-Fan, and you could literally I could literally put an album out of country music. Me and you could sit down and just write it out, and you can generate it as many times as you want to regenerate. You can do it in female. You can do slow. You can do rock. You can do blues.
Right.
Like 3.5 minutes, but it's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is crazy. That is crazy.
It's just unbelievable. It just like blows me away. This how this can be done. I'm like, oh my goodness.
The machines are taking over.
Yep. But now it's no longer sitting down smoking marijuana, right? And writing a song. But it kind of reminded me of Ted the Talk. I mean, when I talked to Schuler one day, we were in Reno about 15 years ago. I talked about writing songs. He goes, "You got to get a title, cowboy, and then you write about it." So that's what you do. You give them write about it, and then they title up for you, and boom.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh God, yeah.
Some people can hear music. I can't.
Well, yeah. Some people. I mean, who was it? A couple of people I hear they'll be inspired by something. Daryl Hall, I think it was John Oates. One time was on a bike, and I can't remember what song it was. And he heard something, and he got off the bike and he wrote it down. What inspired him? Bob Seger was like that. He would write and tour. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
it's pretty crazy,
right? But it's a really cool website. But if you go to the Cowpote podcast, where I put my audios up, and I've been putting some fun stuff on Sarasota Tim, Walk in the Woods, whatever. But you can listen to my country AI ones. I introduce the stuff. It's me going. I'm talking about it, and I play both. The rap one's kind of funny of me. It's pretty hilarious. So it's kind of funny. So the rap ones are pretty hilarious. So you can do rap. You can do funk. So you could write out your Mets thing, and you could go country, funk, rap, pop, whatever, and it would give you 10 different songs and versions of it.
It's I don't know. It's like so fast, everything.
Yep. Well, it's AI for you.
Yeah.
So your Jets are a mess. You think they're done?
Oh, they're finished. They're finished, man. So right now we're in draft pick mode. Just keep losing.
I heard the owner he actually wanted to. I mean, no one is not the owner. The owner of probably haven't fired the jack-offs yet. the Jaguars. They got embarrassed by the Motor City Kitties.
Yeah. So there's a lot of problems. I mean, Indiana Jones is done.
Yeah, they're going to bring out the mafia.
Yeah, so they were going over that today. Just that he's finished, but don't feel bad. He got $80 million over 2 years to do nothing. So
it's got to be embarrassment in that city of New York.
I mean, think about that: $80 million for 2 years.
Well, look at Captain Kirk and Atlanta Fakers. He's been paid millions of dollars to do nothing. To do nothing in Minnesota. You like that? You like that in Atlanta? They got embarrassed. He's another one. It's just they paid for whatever. I don't know why.
Yeah. They always hoping that he's going to be turn it around or be the guy. It just doesn't seem to happen.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, Jets are done.
But I did. My Cowboys play tonight. Houston Tacos tonight. So.
Oh, that's good.
I had every game right yesterday afternoon except your Jets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it. I did get pencil dick.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I got him. That was my Kobe the Kitty. So he's got the team, and I saw that they brought in what's his name, the quarterback, chocolate chip cookie,
Fields.
And he slides too early. What the hell's wrong with you?
I know.
I mean, look at you. You're lucky, man. You idiot. They bring you in to get the job done. You don't know where to go to. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean that's like, come on, dude. You got one job.
Yeah.
Slide an extra second later, and everything's done.
Yeah.
But
I guess the Chicago bitches are bitching about that block punch because I guess they overloaded the center and they're not supposed to. But
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they did overload the center. I said that to my wife. I said, "Hey, that looks awful straight." Well, yes, they overload that center. They're not supposed to. Because they're doing the tush. They did the tush push on that. That's got to get eliminated because people get hurt doing that. I thought you couldn't push like that. Like you shouldn't be pushing people through.
You could, and then they wanted to get rid of it because everybody was doing it.
Right.
Typical NFL.
Right. Well, it's a copycat.
It's like, what's the difference between that and a running back?
Right.
Bowling himself. And getting. Everyone's pushing the running back. It's the same shit. I
don't see people doing the sweetness anymore. They're jumping over anymore. I don't know why they don't. Sweetness was the best at that. He'd fly over.
Yeah.
I don't see guys do that anymore. But I think they're afraid to get hurt.
I mean, he was always up there. That's
Oh God, I love going over the top. He was so good at that.
Yeah. And he was a big boy, so.
Yeah, Sweetness would have been a cool guy to meet. He would have been really cool to meet.
Yeah. But that guy would hit just as hard as you hit him.
Yeah.
So.
That stiff arm, he'd take your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just talking about. I know you don't really care about YouTube, but this Nomadic Fanatic guy bought a bus. And he's gonna. Okay, here's the whole thing. I tell you, he bought the bus out in Washington. I told you what they did is they took all the seats out. So then, yes, he doesn't have to be a Class B license for that bad boy.
Right.
And he's a convicted felon. He changed his last name a little bit. Which, guess what, man? You can change your name. You still have. I could gain weight and lose weight, cut my hair. I'm still the same guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but the guy is just. He's always asking for money, which that just drives me insane on YouTube. No one can just like I do. Here's my stuff. You've seen me go in the water. I go in there and I snorkel in the water. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of cruise around. You know what I'm saying? I don't get up and go, make sure you like it. Make sure you send me money. I just did about 7 or 8 videos at the RV show in February. Walk around showing you stuff.
Yeah.
And shooting, point and shoot, whatever. Here you go, man. I don't sit there and ask for money. I'm just taking you on a trip. But this Sarasota Tim, this con man, another one. These haters, all I gotta do is listen to these haters. They're okay. They listen to this guy. They hate watch him, and then they bitch about the guy. Well, I mean, it just amazes me. These people are just like, oh my goodness. They just, I don't know. They make me laugh and they make me cry at the same time.
Yeah.
They just do. I mean, it's just unbelievable as they piss and they moan about this guy. And it's like, really, if it's that bad, man, why watch the guy? I mean, I don't get it. It's like, I don't like sissy, but I'm going to watch soccer and then have a soccer podcast and bitch.
Right.
I'm going to watch soccer every time, and then me and you are going to break down soccer and bitch. That just makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I'd rather watch feeble old men than me and you do feeble old men. And I would go to you and you would tell me about baseball. What's going on with your Mets? What's going on with who's your team of the week? We do one on Monday and Saturday or something. Whatever we talk about what's coming, what happened, and we talk baseball because I can understand baseball. I can say, okay, Ted, what's going on in baseball these days? And I give you questions and something I wrote. What's going on with this blah blah? And we talk about baseball for an hour. Something I can handle. With soccer. I'd rather watch running point. I'd rather watch WNBA before I watch NBA. You know why? Because they drive the basket. The women do. People realize that now. They actually play basketball the way they're supposed to play it. They get in the paint.
Yes.
They don't just rain 3-pointers, which some do. But I've told her, it was interesting. I was listening to something. Then she goes, "You have listened before." And I said, "Yeah, they get in the paint and they do it the old-fashioned way. Because all they do in the NBA is rain 3-pointers. They have to say, listen, the max you can take all game is 10, and that's it." And backboards are 2 points. It's 1 point for a dunk, and you move the charity stripe back farther, make them work for their supper. But backboard's 2 points.
Yeah, I like that.
You got your jump shot too. But if you, that's the way I look at it, backboard. If you want to dunk it, it's 1 point. But make them get in the paint, make them get close.
Yeah.
All they do is rain threes. That's all they do. They don't work in the paint. So
yeah, like when you play softball, you're only allowed like 3 home runs.
Yeah, that's perfect because I can hit left. I'm a switch hitter. I can pull left-handed. You want a home run? I can do it because now the bats are so good now these days. You can drill it with bats now. They're so like with golf right now. I could teach you to play golf tomorrow, even with your crippled hand, and get a driver, and you can hit a long way with your driver. You can. With drivers now, the technology, it's really kind of sad. They're making I was telling my wife, I said, if you're getting 73, 74, you're not going to play golf anymore. But you're teaching it. You have to break 70 every time, or you're not going to play golf. They've taken the fun out of golf. They've taken the fun out of it. How you pull your gun out and how far you are. The old-fashioned way is, Ted, where's 150 marker? What do you think?
Right,
about 160 Cowboy the front, winds in your face, your caddy. What do you think? I tell you what, I'd hit a 6. You got wind in your face, and you talk about it. You hit it. Now it's how far am I? It's like no, I want to. That's when I go play golf. I look around. Where's 100-yard marker? Okay, it's the front, pins in the back, 120. Let's get it 110 up there and let's do the rest. That's what golf to me is, and the technology has took the fun out of golf, and it's almost made public golf courses. Almost made them no fun to play because they're so short now. You know what I'm saying? You can really drive a par 4. So, but I just do the pumpkin ball. I get it. It's not an easy sport to play, but it's the girls running pony. I think it's great to see, Caitlin be bringing more people to it, and the growth process. We have hockey now for the girls. I think it's great that young girls can look up to her and go play pumpkin ball. It's a good thing for her. I like it or not, it brings more to the running ponytails. So. I think it's great, that women can have something else to do besides going on MeOnlyFans. Yeah,
I agree.
So I think it's a great thing. But, I don't know. So, I just know that your Jets are they're toast. Do you think he's going to come back next year or not? Yeah,
he'll be back. But, I don't know how it's going to look. So, I don't know. There's so much up in the air right now. You have players who know they won't be back, so they,
Yep.
They're just cashing the check, licking the stamp.
Yeah,
so
that's sad. They're being quitters, and I despise that behavior. When they want to mail it. This is why when you look at teams right now where you're going to have guys that are, here's your chance to go play, and they'll make a play. Because it's getting to be, there's a lot of no-care games this week in week 11. There's a ton in week 12. They're getting a lot of separations. You look at AFC, NFC. There's all. They're gonna start fixing some games to get it closer because the Thanksgiving weekend is some no-care games.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. It's just.
Well, you got the game last night was good though with Kansas City.
Yes.
That was a good game, Buffalo.
Yep.
You got the Steelers, which is always a good team to have in the mix. And see how it goes. Yeah. NFC. You got Eagles. I like. They're my pick. I like that.
Right. I still got the Lions winning all over Buffalo.
And the Lions are freaking looking crazy good.
Yeah, they're getting better. But Campbell Soup, they're my team to win it this year. They're going to burn down Detroit. If
they win, they're going to be right. They'll burn it down.
What's left of it, because just like I told when I picked Cincinnati to win the Super Bowl a couple years ago, if Cincinnati somehow wins Super Bowl before Cleveland does, Cleveland will burn down their city. They will burn. It's just like if Motor City Kitties win. They talked about it on 93X. He couldn't understand it. If the Motor City Kitties can win a Super Bowl for Minnesota, they will burn down the city of Minneapolis. They'll get pissed because they've always been the doormat.
Yeah. Minnesota hasn't won nothing.
Right, so they will be pissed if they can do it in the Smelly City. This town will become unruly, and white boys will peacefully riot. Peacefully riot.
Buffalo hasn't won either.
Right, it's another town. They'll burn that in half. There'll be grown men crying in their underwear in that town. They can get that done because they're building a new stadium. So.
Yeah. They should make a dome up there, man. It's too cold.
I know. The Mafia was on fire. They beat Chicklets in Grand Tradition.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I hate the Bills more than I hate the Chiefs. Like, I can't stand them.
Really?
How much is enough, bro? I'm tired of seeing Kelsey and his stupid brother on everything.
I know.
You talk about doing something so much that you don't even want to see it anymore. That's them two knuckleheads.
Like I said, I got a podcast. They have a podcast. So guess why they're podcast public? Because who they are. Every day I hear another podcast on iHeart, another football podcast. I get it. I do my NFL podcast. You come on, so on and so forth. We talk about laundry baskets. We don't talk any fantasy football. We don't throw punches. Like someone goes, we don't throw punches. Well, either do me and Ted. Either me and Ted don't either. We don't pull punches either. We rip on Jerry Jones, we rip on your Jets, rip on my Cowboys. We're fans that enjoy the laundry baskets. We can, have some fun. It's like, but these people that all of a sudden have a new podcast every, a new one. There's 6.5 million things you can listen to out there, and I just
well, they're getting paid $95 million for that.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
come on, man.
I know.
Like, who cares?
But it's just like some of these people on ESPN. Why are you yelling? They just sit there and they scream. I don't understand why you yell when you're sitting in a chair. You just talk normally. I don't see Troy Aikman screaming when he does his stuff. They get so excited. Why are you screaming into your microphone? Why? What are you doing? They're unprofessional idiots. I'm not saying I'm a great podcaster, but I do know how to run a show. I do know I have a cadence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
Aikman's great at what he does.
Oh yeah, he's really good. He'd be fun to have on the show.
But he isn't a self-promoter. He isn't like Romo. I try to watch Romo, and his gimmick is over too. People are tired of his nonsense.
Correct.
Yelling and screaming and getting all stupid and saying dumb things.
Well, same with Brady. Brady, just go get an RV and disappear like a fart in the wind. Okay?
Yeah.
You're taking someone else's job that should be doing your job. Why are you doing? Do you really need the money? Do you really need the money? Go disappear like the man. Well, the Mannings have something fun. They're doing their own show. Something that they started, Manning Cast, and I get it. He could have done something himself, but to sit there, that just takes too much work because you have to do research. You got to get in these meetings,
right?
And I think because he owns part of the Raiders, he shouldn't be doing that stuff because it's one or the other. If you want to be part of the Raiders or you're going to be part of, I think it's BS. I don't think it's right. He can do both.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't think it's again. Just go start a restaurant called Brady's Place. Just go live your life. Go spend your money. Go disappear like a fart in the wind. Okay, go. Just go spend your money. I don't get it, but some people just can't stay out of the limelight.
Yeah, I think probably part of it is, I'm not comparing me to him, but when you work and then you say you leave a job that you had a long time,
right?
The feeling is to go right into work again,
right?
Because that's what you know. you don't take time off. He probably should have taken some more time off.
Right.
He didn't. So, and he's not that good.
No.
That's just how it is. Fact. That's not hating. Or, hopefully he gets better, but it's,
Just like LeBron James' son, taking a spot up on a roster.
No, that's a disgrace.
And now he's in the G League. It's just a joke. It's just, taking us, just like when Jordan went down to baseball. Suter said that, taking a spot up for somebody else because he used Michael Jordan.
Yep.
I just there's too many good pumpkin ball players who have loved to be drafted to have that chance to go play.
And I think that's like for them guys, it's kind of it's worse. Because you could say, I played in the NBA, but then people say, but.
And don't
you're always going to have a but.
And don't.
The only reason you're there is because your father's LeBron James.
And don't.
You didn't earn it.
And don't compare the Griffeys because they were both good.
Right.
They were both very good. The old man, he was better than his old man, but they were both good.
The old man was a really good player.
Yeah, he was. So was his son. They had the best kind of the Darryl Strawberry string. They were both very good players, legitimate Major League Baseball players. Nice people, did a good job, and deserved to play together. So don't compare the two. They're not even close. Those two guys were legitimate baseball players that did a good job.
I was laughing when I saw that they drafted LeBron's kid. I go, how stupid is that?
I agree.
That's like it's like if you ever played like fantasy baseball and somebody will take, like, say, Mariano with the first pick, and you go, why would you take Mariano? And they go, well, he's my favorite player.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay.
I was listening.
I know why you took him.
Or you won't take him because you don't like the Yankees.
Right. My favorite.
I was listening to a show one day about when Greinke was in his prime, and I'm listening to this show one time, listening to the podcast, and I'm not going to draft Greinke because I don't like the Patriots. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm taking the guy. If I don't play it, but I'm going to draft him. I remember that. I thought about all year, and that guy had a great year. Are you kidding me? Because you don't like the Raiders. I mean, they're like the Patriots, so you're not going to take his ass. I'm like, how dumb are you? People ask me all the time who I should play, and I'll tell somebody that I'm right. I'm like, well, I'm just telling what I think is going to happen. I said, quarterbacks are easy to me. It's the wide receivers. You don't know. That's why whenever nobody gets a touchdown, I look at my wife, I go, someone's pissed. Because the main people didn't score. Nobody.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a handoff, he runs it in. Nobody, it's just a run in. But if it's a quarterback throwing it, well, then there's six ways either way, so...
Yeah.
But some people just they have no money, but they play fantasy football. They have no money. It's like there's no money, but they'll go gamble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before he kind of cut you loose, what about the hunch? What do you think about some people he's been trying to get into the to be?
I like it.
Okay.
Because I think the intention is to burn the place down, man. No, seriously.
I know.
The rats are going to go running, man. Because these people have been living off our backs for way too long and got way too comfortable and are way too corrupt up there. So, they got trouble coming. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to love seeing it.
Good old Hunch, man. He's on it, man. What'd you think about that fake fight there with
that's terrible, man.
It's
and they say, well, you didn't pay for it. Yeah, I guess so. It's on Netflix or whatever, but I don't want to ever hear Tyson wants to fight again or ever.
Well, he got it paid
because that was charity.
Yep.
That wasn't a fight. That was a guy who's like, I'm not going to hurt you. And Tyson is just like, I need the $20 million,
or vice versa. Unless he decided to lay back, you never know. Either way, it was he knew the outcome was going to be be the kid.
I mean, he's 58. I mean, I was told, my brother, I said, listen, he don't have the stamina, so he can't fight like he used to. Yeah, he can hit you with a hard shot, I guess, but the days of Wrecking Machine Tyson are long gone, man. So it almost reminded me of the Rocky movie. Mm-hmm. When Rocky was old, he was fighting the real boxer, and the guy's like, I'm going to take it easy on you unless you hit me, then I'm going to wreck you, and that's what it was. You punch me, I'll punch you,
Real quick, Sue Ellen wants to speak to you. Go ahead.
I want to speak to both of you.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, what's happening, Sue Ellen? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well.
This is for both you and Mr. Cowpote.
Okay.
If you would like, I can get you a Vikings jersey if both of you want to jump ship, since both your clubs are doing.
Oh, wow.
Epic.
Golf course.
Damn.
Just let me know.
That's
I'll
cold.
send you, I got you. I can send it to you.
I know I'll pass. But thank you. But thank you very much.
You're sure?
But,
I mean,
yeah, I'm positive.
feel free to change your mind.
I will,
know
but
Cowboy's thinking about it.
Cowboy has championships. The Jets have a championship. The Vikings never won anything.
Ooh.
That's the past. We're talking right now.
Well, I appreciate the offer,
Okay.
but
I wanted to put it out there.
yeah, you're very kind. You're very kind.
What's for dinner tonight, young lady? What's it? She's making. I'm the guinea pig. She's making something tonight. So we got we got rain coming. I saw some lady down in Minnesota. She's about 20 years old. She was all bundled up. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, she had on a hat. She had over her face, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, is that Ted the Talking Head there? What the heck's the deal?
Yeah, man. You can't live. You can't survive this time of year. It's the worst. It's already dark.
It was 40. You know what I mean? It was 40 degrees here, and it's raining right now. It's like 30 degrees right now. I think you'd be crying. So.
Yeah, I don't like that anymore. I like 90s.
You poor Caroliners.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm delicate. I'll be the first to tell you.
I bet. You go on any cruises lately or not?
Hawaii in a week.
Hawaii.
2 weeks.
He's going to Hawaii?
Yes.
In 2 weeks.
December 1st.
Hey, come on over here.
You're going to a Hawaii cruise?
Yes, from LA.
Nice.
The LA and back. 16 days.
16 days. Someone's swimming in that. When you get that money that rolls in there from New York, do you just sunglasses or you just let it roll in there?
Well, I'm not going to answer that, but I will say this. No, this was a 3-year-old trip that got postponed 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so COVID, and then getting run over, and then last year there was too much going on, so this is a long time coming. It's mostly for the other half. She needs it.
What line are you going on?
Princess.
Okay, what ship?
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, Yeah, I hope so.
3 days at sea.
Yeah, it's 16 days, so I think it's like. I think it might be like 12 sea days or 11 sea days all together, something like that.
So you hit are you hitting all the islands?
4, I believe. 4. So the big ones and stuff. And but I've never been there.
Either.
So I always, it was on my bucket list, so I wanted to go, and for a long time. And now we just said we're not going to wait anymore. There's too many people dying around us, man. It's time to hit some things. So
Our neighbors just got back. They were in Maui, 2 different locations. They stayed in 2 different places in Maui for 10 days.
Oh, that's nice. I'd like to do that, like where you stay there for that amount of time. We'll see how that goes. But I know that's expensive, man.
When are you going soon?
Yeah, a couple weeks, right after Thanksgiving.
Cool.
And then we'll be back by Christmas time.
Cool. We'll have fun.
But yeah. So,
We want
but
a full report.
Yeah.
give me a full one. Yeah, but we gotta hook up on something next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
So.
All right. Well, that's no fun. Cause we're going to St. Martin next year for our anniversary. We're going to St. Martin, so hopefully.
Oh, very nice.
So.
Very nice. Yeah, we'll have to figure something out. Maybe go see Suler play or something.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's too bad he lost his. Kind of remind me of Melissa Etheridge. I was just talking about her on the show. It's too bad she got rid of her old band, and he sacrificed his entire band for a third.
Yeah.
So you don't have the original. Like I told you, his latest album was not that good because he didn't have the original, and it was in different studios. Your best bands are when they're in one studio, and that's where they get their stuff done. They go to a studio for 3 weeks. They write songs, and the same producer. You can't jump from studio to studio because it's not the same vibe. It's not the same vibe. It's the way I look at it. You can't have that. When you start going, you have to have that one producer and that one whatever. Even take your time. Take a month and a half, 2 months. Go to Hawaii somewhere, whatever, to a studio and just kind of hang out and get the vibe going, and get the songs done. Because if you start jumping from studio to studio, it just doesn't work that way. You got to be in the moment, in my mind.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Because, like you said, all those inspirations just pop up out of nowhere.
Right.
So if you're moving around a lot, you're probably not catching that. So.
Correct.
But anyway, well, enjoy your dinner.
I will, and I appreciate you coming on the show, calling in the show. I appreciate you. Have a good. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We'll be here. We're not doing anything.
We're going to her nephew's. We're going to go her nephew. We're going to go there.
Very good.
And that way I don't have to clean. Eat food and leave.
Are you working Black Friday? Or are you taking a day?
We're going to go. No, I don't work those. I'm going to go. We got both days off my other job. I'm going to go down to Iowa and bet on week 13. There's a casino. We go down there every Black Friday. We play some roulette. She likes playing roulette.
Oh, beautiful.
So I won some money last time. I won like $300. I play my certain numbers that I like.
Yeah.
And I usually be like 5 numbers, and I can usually, $300. I'm lucky, She has she likes playing that because you don't need to know. You just have your certain numbers you play. And
sure.
Because I think
Do you cover the 0, 00, or no?
I don't. I usually have 13. I usually have our anniversary. I play Tony Romo. I also play Aikman, and I play Emmett, and I'll play by 21. I play Sweetness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, very good.
So I pick 5 or 6. Numbers, and
you don't do the odd evens.
No, I don't do that. Just
black red stuff.
Because
very cool.
We were down in Maryland, and I third hit I won $300, and I just said I'm done.
You're like, I'm out.
Yep. The guy looked at me and said, I put out $10 and hit 13, and I'm like, done.
Yeah. That's the way to play, man.
Get walk. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. If I don't talk to you, have a great cruise and happy Thanksgiving.
Very good. I'll talk to you before. You be good, my brother. I'll catch you.
All right, there you go. It's Ted the Talking Head. A board member of Speculation Sports. Like you said, got ran over there in the Carolinas. Anyways, appreciate all you haters out to give you a 90-minute show. It's a long time, but me and him are talking. That's what we do. That's what we do. We talk, and we have a good time. We have the time of our lives. Oh, what the heck was that name again? What the hell was that? Eyes of Glory. Eyes of Glory. Eyes of Glory, shall we? Boom. That's right. All you haters out there, remember the military of the armed forces of all the branches. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant, NASCAR, and Coast Guard, they're in on uniform. We thank you for the service of this country. Put an extra plate out there for them. They're away from their families. Think of them. Without them, we're speaking German or Japanese. They storm those beaches and snap the necks of the crowds. So do us a favor. Thank them. Men and women blue. God bless the working class. Would you shower? Would you shower in that shower of Penn State? I would not shower in that shower. At a certain church I wouldn't go to because they're crime scenes. Happy, gobble, gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. And Merry Christmas. Heck yeah. The begging season is close at hand. Send me money, send me grr. That's all I'm asking. Buy me crackers and cheese, some wine, non-alcoholic. Buy me a double cheese Whopper heavy all, please, and send it to my house. Buy me a pizza. Safe sex, 3-0 pill, trench cherry patch. Put a condom on, birth control pills. You want to be the father of the child? Or you don't want to be the mother of a child that runs off? Require a condom, smashing gas. You don't like 2 men having sex? Fine. You can't watch 2 women. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing is double standards. And during the holiday season, call some person. Don't drink and drive. Call someone or you will murder someone. Your choices. Watch who you run with. I don't run with poor people. You want poor people to be poor, criminal be criminals. All you people out there fear-mongering radio, we're spreading fear and cheer throughout the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from the outskirts, it's cow shit, cow pie. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out.